now. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's good. Now we have audio. So basically what happened is they came together after a while. There was a lot of trauma they had to figure out. Edge learned some stuff. There's possibly that they want to go into Timmy's lair, or they want to try and figure out how to sneak past the elves to get down through their entrance. Um, Voltaire has heard the rumors, but who knows? It's a bad place to go. You just, you stick something in there, it usually doesn't come out. So, um, and they're deciding what to do from there because we totally have audio now, and that's perfectly great. Don't worry about it. Um, that's a good question. I'm gonna say yes, but you're having difficulty remembering, and you can roleplay that for a minute or two here while I download maps. Sorry. you will. I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just desperately making some maps, so. What do you plan to do once you get to Dweeport? And we're gonna call this Wolf. All right, I'm sorry. Just take up a little more time. I've got all my maps. I just have to throw them together. Or we could play the thumb. You could play the thumbs up game and actually whisper it for the added realism and immersion. We're trying to take up time. That's the problem. That is what we're trying to do. I never know where they can hear. What the broadcast stream, Max? Say something. Why is that says the broadcast stream, Max? Do I do that? You can hear that. That is going. Okay, try it now. Say something. Wait, I know. I bet you I know what happened. Yup, it's Discord. Be in Discord. Chat.
There's just like that pop-up thing on Discord that's like, do you want to allow
there now
your
you should
audio
be able to hear
from
me.
your Discord to go into the stream?
How's that? Now can you
Yep,
hear?
there we go. Now I can hear it.
Thank fucking God. Sorry, everybody. Okay, well, talk everything you just talked over again because I am awful. I apologize.
All right, so we have plans to go to Dreamport to meet up with the rest of the dwarves to go over potential intelligence gathering about said potential tunnel that leads to the Underdark. And Salrak has another idea that if you really need to buy time, we can do the thing between me and Icareth and the rest of the party.
Yes, that would be great.
Okay.
All right.
Jeff and where the heck are you there?
Oops.
What?
You know exactly what I did too.
Oh god! You just muted them yourself.
No.
I was laughing at something else. Don't worry about it.
No.
Okay.
So what up, man?
So another plan that Balrek just had in his head was he goes to the dwarves to talk to them, and one of the other party members goes to Alvin. However, the problem is that Voltaire is going to just start trying to pick a fight with Alvin, and he doesn't know Edge well enough to trust him with doing that.
Also, even though they're not here, you might want to factor in whatever the fuck's going on with
Voltaire.
What's shit? I can't remember the character name of Riley.
What's his name?
Oh,
Rex.
fucking Rex. Yeah.
Rex. Yeah.
Just a reminder, even though they're not here, I figured I'd just remind you.
No, it's fine. I'm just like, Darek would like to send Icareth to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically,
so what you need me? What you need me to say to him? Because I gotta admit, in the past couple of weeks, I did pop over there to steal some things from his. Well, not steal. I got some things from his spell book, and also he owed me an item.
Well,
and while I was there, I asked him, and he's the one who sold me this belt of dwarven kinds. It was in this city, so I did talk to him recently.
Wait.
If you need me to talk to him again,
Meta, did Bartholomew wear a belt of dwarven kind?
I think he had a belt of giant strength.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's
usually
right.
dwarves don't wear belts of.
No, but I was just like, wait. I remember him having a belt, and I was like, oh god, is Bartholomew dead now?
Alvin kills Bartholomew in a
No,
twist.
no, Bartholomew has kids
And a wife.
Now, if you were trying to tell me that Alvin had slept with Bartholomew's wife,
that could have happened.
Oh god.
So what you want me to say to him then, mate?
Just ask if you can access any records that they may or may not have in the city that regards to a tunnel from the Dwarven Kingdom directly into the Underdark to the Brugger.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Because any information would help, but I'm not sure the dwarves at Dweeport are going to have that knowledge. And we might as well go to the biggest source of knowledge that we have, which is an entire city run by a quote-unquote friend for now.
I still think we should view him as a friend until he's proven guilty, but
I mean, I'm treating it like that as well. I just
also
won't
thanks
trust
for
the
putting
crystal.
all these horrible ideas in my head about him and then being like, you go talk to him. So that's super great.
I trust you.
Well,
Why?
I appreciate that, mate, and I trust us to all do the right thing when it comes down to it. But also, yeah, I got a delivery I got to make there anyway, so yeah, I can go. So, Meta, do you want Ikrath to, teleportation circle over there and start looking around?
Well, Tharak would like Icarat to teleport them first, because I don't think any of us can activate the thing
No.
without
We
him
also
present.
have to keep in mind the continuity of the session today. We don't
So
want to
we're
like teleport you out and then have you be gone for the rest of the day.
Well, so
Yeah.
I had an idea on that.
Yeah.
Why don't I have Armocked join this party? Because apparently it's been a couple weeks as opposed to a couple days. So we can invent a reason why. But Ikrath can be like, I hired a monster hunter for protection in case there's any more fucking monsters.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then so I can teleport you guys to Dweeport, and then he can teleport back, and Armocked can be waiting for you guys with the army.
Cool.
But I thought we were going to the mountains.
No, he's going to Dweeport. Yeah, we're going.
I thought that's where the army was.
No, they're in Dweeport.
So where am I teleporting you guys to?
To Dweeport.
So yeah, Armock can be with the army, and then when you guys get there, you can just be
Yeah.
like, hey, come on. And then Ikrath will start looking into this, and then until I figure out where
taking-
Ikrath is going to end up, Armock can be my non-floater, and Ikrath can be. I got some minisodes I want to do with him, or
Yeah.
at least one.
Yeah, I have.
And then I also got to update my Shaitlin stuff.
Yeah, I have an idea for at least one mini-sode.
All right. I have made many maps now.
Okay.
I'm just doing the fogging real quick. You can
All right, and I
you can
think- I
thumb
think-
them again.
Yeah, we're good to have them come back now. Let's see if they're actually paying attention. The one is.
Hello.
We have many
There it
maps
is, all right.
now.
All right.
I may have lost a little bit of time there, but we created
It's
a lot.
fine.
So, talk about what you guys have decided is your plans.
All right. So, Voltaire, Edge, you two are coming with me to talk to the dwarves. Icarus has some personal business that he needs to run, and then he'll meet us there.
Eventually.
All right. Sounds like a plan. And what are
And
we
then-
doing when we get there?
We're going to talk to the dwarves and see if they have any information on this tunnel that leads to the Underdark directly from the Dwarven Kingdom.
Very well. I'll probably make you do most of the talking. I doubt I'll be very appreciated around there.
Nah, you'll be fine. Just don't do stupid shit.
Yes, you wouldn't want to do that.
All right. So, Ikarath, you will be teleporting, and we will be meeting Armok here in the city of Dweeport. I think we have an inn, don't we?
Yeah, Dweeport? Yeah, there's like a number of inns.
We have only one made though, so you're at
Yeah,
the
well,
Wandering Inn.
the Wandering, yeah, because the Wandering Inn was where we stayed for the whole bit
Yep.
with
Oh,
Dwayne.
wait, we stayed in the jail for a bit. Okay.
No, oh man, I wonder what put us in jail.
I know it's a mystery.
So you guys arrive at Dweeport, sans Ikarath.
Well, technically, you arrive with Ikarath. He just immediately turns around and
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah.
Also, he would have told you guys about so the explanation is, well, Ikrath in the past couple of weeks, Ikrath hired a monster hunter for us in case we run into monsters. So he would warn you that Armact is the strong silent type, as in he cannot speak. So be careful of that, and that also he's completely trustworthy because he was trained by Cairo.
But it is Icarus telling you all these things.
Yeah, but you guys could. If you get worried, you can do ascending to Cairo, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I trust Armac with my life." He's got a bad sense of humor, and it's hard to talk to him sometimes because it's mostly sign language. But he's good. Armac will be waiting inside, I suppose.
All right. Armac will get sized up.
All right.
Voltaire, you're walking here. How do you feel? I feel like Voltaire should have a little bit of exposition here about how Voltaire is handling being back here.
He's a little not nervous, just kind of wondering if it's all kind of blown over. They don't remember him for his previous
Didn't you
doings.
serve your jail time? That's the reason why you had to leave?
No, Voltaire just was like, I don't think I should be with Cornwall for a while.
Oh.
Because I'm not too safe. And then he left. I was like, hey, I think I'm safe enough. He was not. To go back and help my friends again. And then they're like, oh yeah, Jordy's dead. Doesn't have a head anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
get dirty looks cast about you, but that's about it. People mutter under their breath, you know. Occasionally, you feel a rock strike a surface near you. Sometimes they hit you, but,
Anytime a rock hits him, he looks in the direction, just kind of gives a look, like a don't test me.
Yeah, roll perception just once.
Alright, here I go.
Yeah, you never catch who they are.
Alright.
Let's get the better in music, too.
So none of the dwarves are here.
Yes.
All right. But Thar's gonna run up to, or walk up to the bar and talk to Dwayne.
And what can I do for you, good sir?
Hey Dwayne, can I get a beer? I need a drink.
And he kind of spits. We don't have beer here.
Ale, whatever.
I thought you were a proper dwarf.
I am, but I just need something before I go off and do other things. Because
Don't
right
put
now,
me
my
off.
world is stressed.
Oh, then you need some good stuff, don't ya?
I still need to be able to walk out of here, though.
Yes, but I think you'll love our special.
Alright.
It's called the People's Elbow.
Oh, God. Alright, let's go.
He hands you that will be 2 silver pieces.
Tarek immediately puts down 2 silver pieces.
Guaranteed to overcome any dwarf insensibilities.
He's gonna just look suspiciously at it, but he's gonna take the drink and...
Yeah, it's
Chug it.
absolutely powerful. This is some good stuff. It completely negates your resistance to poison. So roll
Okay, so
Constitution.
just normal constitution then.
Yep. That's what's meant by guaranteed to overcome dwarven.
Oh,
There we go. No,
And
crit-
Salarak, it hits. You don't know if it's all of the trauma, all of the stress, all of the responsibility that is now on your shoulders, all of the things coming up, or if you just didn't eat enough today, but that drink hits you like a ton of fucking bricks. You are still able to think, albeit maybe slowly. You stumble, you slur, but you can still mostly converse. You know what I mean? Like, your judgment's probably not great. You're probably going to wander a bit in your conversations, but, like, you're still sort of there.
Okay.
You could try and convince your parents that you aren't as drunk as you are.
Okay.
Which who are we supposed to meet here?
Is he talking to me?
He said Edge.
His name was Arbact, correct? I have not obviously met him since I'm
Nor have I.
still new to your particular little friend group.
This one's new to me too. I do know Pyro though.
Edge is like gonna give Thalrak like one of these, like try to get his attention.
What?
See who we're looking for.
You mean Armot? Or are you talking about the dwarves? Because they're not here. I'm the
No.
dwarf here.
Obviously not the dwarves. I'm pretty sure we'd know if they were here.
Yeah, right. This place would be dry on drinks. Are you talking about Armot? And he's gonna like whip his head around like stupidly left or right, and like a quick look and be like, I think he's over there, and like point towards the barrels.
Oh, God. I'll just ask. Oh yes, I'm looking for an Armoct.
You get people and they just kind of like, they turn away intentionally from you and they just look really fastidiously at whatever they're eating and they just don't look up.
Yes. Well, none of you. He probably wouldn't. Armoct. I'm looking for
Roll
an
perception.
All right.
Roll dex save.
Okay. I'm guessing I'd get danger sense from this.
What's the description of danger sense?
1 sec, let me pull it up here.
Like if, let's see. If somebody was throwing an egg at you, this isn't what's happening, but it's a close correlation. What would that trigger a danger sense?
Yeah, if he can see the egg.
Assuming
Okay,
it wasn't
yeah.
from directly behind him, yeah. Like if
No,
he could catch it
yeah.
out of his peripheral, it would.
Yeah, no, Drob is trying to trip you, so you
Alright.
do get danger sense though. And you do manage to just high step over it.
Let's try that again.
Why don't you go steal a goat, fucker?
I'm just looking for someone.
You're
Is there
just
an
looking
arm?
for the goat!
No! Is there an Armoct in this tavern anywhere? Raise your hand. Do something.
Armand raises his hand at the table, looking really confused at you, like, what?
Sarah just yells from the bar, shut up!
Armoct,
Loud
yes.
ass.
Nice to meet you.
He gives you a universal kind of sign language, like, samesies.
Right, you don't talk very much. Correct
And he nods.
description. You're a monster hunter, right?
Nods again.
So he just kind of looks at himself. This should go fine. Anyway, so you're the person.
He waves it off and gives you a look like he already knows, and he's not super concerned about it.
Okay.
Look, I was half expecting the Voltaire just go like, you know, I'm a bit of a monster hunter myself.
I mean, you're not technically wrong. You hunted a lot of monsters.
You
And ate
eat
them.
them when you're done with them.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Okay, nice to meet you. I already said that, right? But anyway, you're the person traveling with us, as clear. I'm.
Yep, he pulls out a contract that Ikrath made him sign, basically saying Ikrath is paying for him to be your guys' monster hunter.
Alrighty. Now, we need to speak with everyone. He just leans in close. I obviously can't be the one getting information. Someone else has to ask around. Can't be.
Is anybody gonna ask why it can't be him?
Armak doesn't know what they're fucking. Yeah, Armak doesn't know what they're gathering information on, and also he can't ask questions.
Edge has been able to put 2 and 2 together and isn't saying anything currently. Instead, he is looking right at Thalrak, though.
What are you looking at me for, cat?
Are you too drunk to ask questions?
Oh, alright. So, I don't know. Before I go asking the rest of the dwarves, would you happen to know anything about a tunnel leading from... God, this drink is really good. Holy shit. God. Alright, do you know about tunnel that leads to the Underdark straight from the Dwarven Kingdom?
So Armak has been
mountains.
here for a while, I assume, since Ikrath hired him, and he does tend to, when in his downtime, he does tend to hunt around for, rumors of monsters and stuff like that. Would he have heard anything about the caves, Meta?
You would have heard that there are caves rumored to be out there. They don't really know. People go hunting for them. It's been legends for years upon years that people have been going up into the mountains in search for these caves, for the treasures that lie within, and nobody returns that has gone down in towards the crevices, towards the Great Canyons. So nobody knows. They just hear the tales and hear last sendings coming from deep in the darkness, that they've descended into into some sort of cavern, lost their footing, and were hopelessly lost before never hearing from them again.
That does sound like something Armak would hear about. So he kind of mimes to everybody that the caverns are lost, but he has an idea of where to start looking.
All right. I am all for this. We'll take your information and then we'll see if the dwarves have anything else to divulge on. And go from there.
You're doing well, aren't you?
Armak, do you have a map, or can you at least...
He shakes his head, but on a napkin, he kind of, with his finger, he traces the general area of where it is.
That'll work. I'll find us a map to compare that to.
Thumbs up.
Tarek is he's enjoying his drink.
Kind of like right there, that range.
Oh, that's where he believes it is.
Yeah, that's where most of the rumors seem to center.
Okay.
At least narrow it down a bit.
Everybody who goes off on the adventure takes it from the green forest along the coast is where they start.
Oh, so do we have to sail up there?
No,
we
walk.
can go.
Or you
Good,
can
because
take
as I understand it, the Dwarven Navy is about 2 ships.
You could take
Yeah.
you could take the boat up to Trevor's place.
Does
No.
Trevor have a place up here?
Yeah.
It's got that little guard gate area.
Yeah, because remember we did the whole burying cows for him.
I do remember that now. Yes, thank you.
But no, I do not want to deal with Trev. not at all.
Well,
We
you
can
could just
avoid.
stop at that. That's where like the last stop is before he goes. So you could just stop there and you'd be a lot closer.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like we could go up that way and then
Yeah.
go up that. Yeah, we're just not dealing
Yeah.
with him.
Sailors from Dweeport just don't sail past there.
Yeah.
Now if I can figure out where the flip you guys are. Here we go.
So since I'm going to be hanging out with a new party, I'm going to touch my medallion here.
I'm sure
That-
Voltaire didn't light up like a Christmas tree just now.
That was
Voltaire-
where in character. That's why I'm doing it. Out of character. That's why I'm doing it. In character, Armok just does that because he used to hang out with Cairo constantly, and so he'd have to know what the like.
You're
He'd have to
getting a
know what
similar-
his paint is because Cairo counts as a devil now.
You're getting similar vibes to Cairo, but instead of devil, it's aberration.
Okay. And it's only one creature, right?
Let me. You get a faint hint from Dwayne, but it doesn't seem malicious, whatever it is.
Okay. So I'll probably have to touch this a few times while we're traveling just to get locked in on the parties. That way I know exactly. So I can differentiate between normal and not normal amounts. But okay. And Ikrath did warn him that some people are not always what they seem because Ikrath doesn't actually know Cairo that well. And Armok's just like, oh, don't worry. I'll be able to get used to that. No problem. Because, you know.
Yes. As long as Icarus hasn't gone too long, then I'd be upset.
Well, it depends on how far the party gets and how quickly Ikrath has to catch up.
Yeah.
That too.
And whether or not the minisodes are taking place now while he's gallivanting, or if they're going to take place in a couple of weeks
Well-
since we got
Well,
out of the
remember, next week we have no D&D at all. So,
Okay.
well, next weekend. So, mini-sodes, you basically have 2 weeks to schedule.
Yeah, because I know at least for one of Thalrax, it was going to be in the multiple weeks that happened between this last session and this session.
Yeah.
Were you going to be doing solo stuff, or do you need people with you?
Clan is right now is basically solo,
Gotcha.
but I have to bounce it off of meta to go over it. Because part of it was also going to be, but mind you, I can also message you all during this. And it doesn't have to be like in the one-off. Is like if there's any small equipment that you need Thalrak to make, he can make it in those couple weeks
Good go.
after he does his solitude bit.
Oh, and you guys, Icarus has that loot that you guys never distributed.
Oh,
you-
fuck, yeah.
You guys
Hold on.
might want to just distribute that now and see who wants what, because you guys got some cool shit.
And we'll pretend
Yeah.
like we did it.
beforehand, yes. Or you just hand it all over to Thalrek, and yeah, Thalrek, you're drunk now. You have to help distribute the loot.
No,
You got
let's back up here. This was all the shit we got.
Yeah.
Also, can I make that alchemy check for the drugs to see what it was?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I've still
You
got
don't know.
I've still got that crown
Oh, no,
too that we never.
when I do that, I'm going to fucking chronal shift this bitch so I can re-roll because
Drugs are important.
that
to
was a
Icarus.
raw 3. There we go. My man.
Oh my god, that the Russia's magical wine is good.
Isn't it though?
That's awesome.
I'm assuming you're getting the diamonds, by the way. Since that's free revivifies, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Don't forget, he's not here, but we
Oh
do
my
have a
god,
dead
what are
monster.
these drugs do? I gotta remember.
So
Even
am
though
I?
they're not drugs, they're a magical thing that acts like drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help you. Also, the
Alright.
frying pan is hilarious, and I feel like it's a very Voltaire or Ikarath themed item.
So,
I can't really picture Thalrak or Edge using it, but after the dungeon, I think it might be a Voltaire thing because he eats so much.
Well,
So,
Walter was given some loot from the thing direct.
So am I taking the diamonds then? Am I taking all 10?
Oh, I remember what this.
Yeah, you're
thing
taking the
does.
diamonds.
Okay, so I will take all 10 diamonds.
You don't know exactly what it does, but whatever it is so insanely potent, and it changes something about you at a basic like physiological level. It will alter. It's not harmful, but it's like
Meta, if I know it's not harmful and it changes you, and it's like drugs, but it's not drugs, you realize Ikarath is just going to stab himself with it, right?
oh, you can do that.
Like, I mean,
Do you do that?
Sounds like he doesn't want you to do that.
No.
Yeah,
we,
Well, this is like an "Are you sure?" moment.
so we're
Are
just
you
gonna
sure?
retcon that you did not send Ikarath, because if you do this, this is going to maybe change that.
okay, no, if it's going to change it, then no. He hasn't done it yet, but also he didn't include it in the loot because he wants to study it some more.
Okay, then
So you guys know there was a syringe, but
roll
when we split the
survival?
loot, he didn't mention it. Me?
yeah, as Ikarath.
Oh, geez. 4?
Oh.
No.
Well, actually, no. You need a con save first at triple disadvantage. Then you would have needed the survival roll.
Well, he didn't stab himself. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, but you would have out of scene. So we're doing the out of scene real quick. So you're off in.
No,
safe
if you're
hall.
saying it's going to be a bad idea, he wouldn't. He would with a nat 20, and you don't sound super confident that it's a good idea for Ikarath to do this. He wouldn't
It's not
tell
a
the party about
bad
it.
idea. It's just it's very dramatically character altering. Not in terms of personality, but it's a dramatic thing.
All right, fuck it.
So it's up to you.
15.
Yep, not enough to save at it. So your survival is you
Well, you do know that the survival check is like it's literally just looking for things.
oh no.
It's tracking and
roll
foraging
luck.
and that kind of stuff.
Roll luck, that's probably better.
Okay, good. He has a good luck stat.
When things don't okay.
21, above the physical max. Usually.
Okay, so here's the order of events that happen. You come back to Safe Falls. I'm intending to go see Alvin. Alvin's busy.
So naturally, being bored, Ikarath pulls out.
Ikarath pulls out his syringe
Mysterious
while he's
violence
at Alvin's house. And he's lucky enough that Alvin comes up to him shortly after he is convulsing. His skin has started to change colors and has started to turn green. And he is foaming at the mouth. Alvin does get the best healers, I would assume. We're just going to assume that's an Alvin thing to do, right?
Yep.
However,
Alvin just teleports us over to Callian.
Ikarath, you are now covered, not green, sorry, blue. You are covered in blue. What it's like if dragon scales were flat like snakeskin, like that pattern, but for snakeskin over your body. You have a natural AC completely unclothed of 14. And
So can I add armor to that, or is it just my dex modifier like normal?
that's just your normal, like, if you add armor, it's whatever your armor is.
Okay, because some classes like Turtles, they like your base DC, your base AC is 10 plus dex.
Yeah, this would be just 14, and then whatever your modifier would be if you were unarmored or like whatever.
Shit, my AC just went up then.
However, you are completely covered head to toe in blue snakeskin that has a scaly pattern.
Yeah, okay.
Diamond-y, scaly
Any
pattern.
other physical changes?
You do now have eyeglass eyes like a snake, though. Like, so imagine instead
That
of
are still glowing with the green fire from whatever
Yep.
the fuck that
Yep.
was in the rabies jar.
Yep. And your tongue is not forked, but it is pointy now. Like Gene Simmons.
Yeah, all right.
If you want to try and modify or find art for that, good luck.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Nope. Okay, need to make a note on that of my character sheet.
Yes. I can probably give you scales on the teeny bit of flesh that is exposed. I can probably make that happen. I'm gonna set a reminder to do that tomorrow.
Also, Dragonheart, if you're in the chat still, that just happened.
Yeah, Dragonheart, are you here? Because we took a little bit of liberty there, but we just, I mean, it's kind of easy.
I
to
feel like
predict
that's
what
not
Alvin
game
would do.
breaking. That
Yeah.
just feels like a thing that happened.
It's an Icarus thing. Alright, set that a reminder for tomorrow so that I can try and do horrible artwork to give Icarus scales. Blue scales.
I don't get like resistant to cold or lightning damage, because I think what I did is I just stabbed myself with dragon blood.
No, this is something else entirely.
Okay.
But Icarus could I could very much see Icarus interpreting it as such or something.
Well, he's gonna
similar.
start doing experiments on himself, basically.
Oh yeah, Icarus is gonna be in for a time. So we'll continue back here. You guys, Thalrak has all of those items that was given. Icarus was giving them to him for safety.
Except for the syringe. Except for the syringe.
When you guys,
Which
got
I think
together.
you guys will all be grateful for at this point. Now that
Yeah.
you know what it does.
Yeah.
Also, Ikarath probably would have been like, I want to take this sealed letter with me to places like Emir and Safe Falls to have people look at it.
Okay.
Because
If
worst
you're-
case scenario, he's going to see if Alvin has a criminal who needs to be executed.
Oh my.
He would not tell you guys that.
All right. So
But
if
that's
you're-
absolutely something Ikarath would do.
all right. So if you're taking the letter, we only have the goblet,
The wine.
the wine,
And the
and
diamond and the
diamonds.
frying pan.
well, the diamonds I took.
Right.
He just pocketed those. No discussion.
Yeah. They're just straight up. No, like if you all want to be revivified, I'm gonna need them.
But remember, you're drunk while you're discussing this.
Yeah.
No, we're retconning. We split the loot before
Oh.
when
This
Ikarath was
is
here.
this is splitting.
This is back at the
beforehand.
campfire. Just
So
real
who
quick.
wants
now
what? You got the magical wine.
What happens if we put the magical wine in the goblet? What happens?
Do we get both effects?
We put the wine in the goblet of silver. I don't know.
A magic wand inside the purification goblet. Just me thinking out loud. Although it does say it's in the scientific sense, so I don't know.
So it's
if
not
that would
making.
affect
Well,
magic wand.
I mean, I can make it holy water. Anyways, it's basically just to clean up poisons. Am I right
I
on that
think what-
assumption,
I-
Meta?
I think what it is you can dip this into any drinkable liquid, and then if it's tainted or unclean or whatever, it comes out purified like purified water.
Mm-hmm.
You can pour stuff into it, yes. If you pour say you had like a poisoned wine and you poured the poisoned wine into it, it would purify that wine and it's no longer poison.
But then the
Okay.
rest of it would be for the person you were trying to poison.
Yes.
I might take that.
All right. If you want it, take it.
Wait, what of the rest of it?
Like you poured a bit of wine into the cup for you, and you had the rest of the bottle wine and you poured it into someone else's cup.
Oh yes, it would be purified for you what came out of the cup, but the rest of the wine would remain poisoned. Yes.
So it would only be pure when it's in the cup.
It
No,
would only be pure
basically,
if it goes into the cup, and then if you could pour it from the cup into
got it.
something else.
Okay, I misheard. Okay.
the scenario I'm thinking of is you have a bottle of poison wine. You pour a cup in that mug for yourself. You pour another cup for somebody else that you want to kill. You drink the wine from the purified mug, so they don't think it's poison, and then they drink the poison wine, and then they die.
Yeah.
Because when you poured it in there, it became normal wine at that point.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about with that. So yeah, if you want that, you can have that.
Just
I
add
have
that
no
to it.
quarrels, and I don't really need to make a claim on that. Voltaire, do you want the magical wine?
We're gonna say that as 4 doses in it.
Voltaire is alright. He got like loot from it, and he pulls out just an all black axe. Don't know what it does, but I'm alright with it. It was like directly given to him.
That just slides the
Where did
the
that
wine
black
over.
axe come
I really
from?
think you should have this.
He takes it and just kind of puts it in his
Did I
bag.
give you a black axe?
Yeah, the thing, like all the wood was all black and the metal was all black and there were runes on the blade. It was given to me by the big guy before he stopped breathing.
Oh my god, I forgot about giving you
Dude,
that
the
thing.
problem of being a DM, right? Your players are like, "You did this," and you're just like, "I did."
That's why we have work on a policy of open trust, because you guys know that you could 100%
yeah.
take advantage of me, but what would be the fun in that?
I have a belt of cloud giant strength. Remember? You totally gave me that.
I see, but you gotta be more clever, because I don't give away raw stuff very often. You gotta make up something that sounds so fucking stupid. It sounds like something I would have made up.
So the maroon mushrooms, they just make you invulnerable to damage.
Although Voltaire
That's all
doesn't
they
want to
do.
get that item identified.
I mean, I can get it identified. He wouldn't mind. I just forgot to do it over the break. 'Cause I'm stupid.
I mean, I didn't know we were gonna have a couple of weeks, so Ikrath definitely would have been around and available.
Okay,
Identify as
so it
one of
was the
his
big
signature
chainsaw
spells.
guy, right?
No, it was the guy with the claw.
Oh, the claw guy. Let me go look at claw guy real quick.
All right. Well, you're doing that. We're gonna look at the other
Yes.
items. All right. So we still have the frying pan. Saurak does not need that.
It's the description in Voltaire in here.
Oh gosh. I can. I
Your
didn't
best
like copy it
recollection.
down exactly.
Your best recollection. You guys can go ahead and distribute.
All right. So Voltaire, Edge, do either of you want this frying pan?
I don't really think I need the frying pan.
Icarus can have it.
Yeah,
All right. Icarus, do you want the frying pan?
Ikrath would take the frying pan.
I figured that'd be something that he would take. So I just imagine him yelling that.
Ikrath, cast a spell or something. It's dinner time. That's not the right thing. Dinner's ready?
Yeah, dinner's ready.
Oh, there we go.
Just imagine him being like, we're all yelling at Icarus to be like, do something. He goes, but guys, it's time. What? Dinner's ready. We'll just
And again,
whip
somebody's
it.
running away. Oh no, they're running away. But dinner's ready.
Yes. Oh God.
Alright, now we know how to defeat Alvin. Because dinner's ready.
God.
Bonk.
Alright, I think that's everything then, because Ikrath has the syringe. You said Ikrath took the letter.
And the frying pan.
Yeah, and the frying pan. And because we went over everything else. So, yep, we're good.
I don't know if this crown I picked up is magical. I don't think anyone ever checked it.
Do you want me to check it?
I don't
I think we're
know.
gonna have to wait for the
If
DM to
Ikrath
come
is
back.
still here, he can check
Yeah.
it. A little bit.
It was just called the Crown of Much Ado, and like I said, I don't think we actually checked it. I think I just grabbed it. We were kind of in a hurry.
Fuck yeah, he'd identify that. See if it's magic.
All right, thank you.
Oh god, I've been on mute, haven't I?
Yes, you
Yep.
have.
Yeah.
There's the item. There's the item.
Oh, nice.
Also, Voltaire, you would feel like a maternal, paternal instinct towards these created things, and out at a
Alright.
time at maximum. I'll remind me to make you a token later for them. And then what was your item, Edge?
You said it was called the Crown of Much Ado.
Where did we get that?
maze.
My first day in the maze somewhere in there.
Oh,
I think.
I think it was in the chest.
No, it wasn't in the chest. It was that first treasure room we found.
We were in we were in the chest.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh yes. Oh. The crown. Yes, the crown of much ado. That is a crown that gives you +3 on charisma checks when you're doing public speaking to crowds over 100.
Okay, so I should probably
However,
give this to Thalrak. I
Under
think
the
he's gonna need that.
condition that a suitable introduction is given. You have to have met a grand enough introduction, and then the crown will glow, and you'll know it's able to be used.
So wait, what does the crown do?
+3 to charisma-based skill checks when you are doing public speaking if you are given a suitable introduction.
Oh,
The
all right.
crown of
Yeah.
much ado.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely much more for Thalrak than for Edge. So
All right. Just
I say,
type me the
take
name
it.
of it and all that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Hold on.
I think the goblet goes well for Edge, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gave the goblet to Edge. Frying pan went to Ikarath, and then Voltaire got the wine.
Okay. So Voltaire's strutting posture makes a lot of sense now. Da, 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 da.
And copyright claimed. Good night, everybody.
All right. So what are we doing now?
Well, if we're done giving the eyes, we're going to go back, forwarding back into modern
Yeah.
times and not going through the flashback. Tharak is going to be drinking, finishing up his drinking. How long does it take for him to get sober, Meta?
If you weren't to drink anything, I'm gonna go with like 8 hours.
Okay. What time is it? Is it daytime or is it
Let's say
relatively
it's
getting
like
night?
2 o'clock.
All right, it's 2 o'clock. All right, so he's not gonna be sober till like 10 tonight.
Might as well lean into it with the boys. This is a good bonding
Oh,
moment for the new party member.
Yeah. Alright. It still, I don't think we need to. He's gonna like slowly get up and like stand and make his way towards the door, not even finishing his thought.
Armok gets up and
no.
turns around and is just standing right behind you in case you tip over backwards.
Pretty much.
Roll athletics.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Alright. Athletics. Oh, I don't know why I rolled choice, but whatever.
You
I'll
do
take.
not stumble or sway. You don't even have to look away.
Armok
Cool.
just depressed. It's like, damn, that dwarf can drink.
Just straight walking as if I'm not drunk.
I suppose we should follow them.
Target is gonna make you two like follow him. Because right now we're not expecting any trouble or anything like that. So
This is the market.
well, Tarek is just gonna make his way towards where we know the dwarves to be in Dweeport.
God, this town is so season 1.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, all the cookies.
Where would be a good place? Here's a different inn that you would have totally fed at.
Wait, so we're just bar hopping right now? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what
Pretty
it looks
much.
like.
Yeah, you
It's
walk
apparently what
in.
it
This
is.
is where the doors are. I'm gonna pull them in real quick.
So the dwarves are in here somewhere. Where, oh, where could my dwarves be? Oh, where could they be?
Look at all those chicken.
Hey, Meta, does the crown require attunement?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to move so many people. You're here. Okay. So they're all on the bottom level,
Alright.
congregating together.
Okay.
That was the cheapest accommodations that they had.
That's fine. Talks to the barkeeper.
Bartender,
And just-
you really did it this time.
Oh my god, there's so many dwarves, Meta, stop.
You have a lot of dwarves.
We need to get all of them.
You might get a use out of that crown earlier rather than later.
Oh, we already had the bit where he had to give a speech,
Yeah.
and Icarus definitely gave him the big introduction.
He did. He really did.
Where are other people? We're missing people.
Voltaire's just kind of standing outside the door, keeping watch. Doesn't
Right.
feel like going into another inn.
I just
Alright.
imagine someone walking by and going, "I'm the goat thief."
He saw no cookie, not even the...
Alright, so what are you guys doing? Are you gonna take an entire dwarf army with you into the mountains to hunt a monster?
No. Well, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
I gave
There's
you
like
guys
half of them.
on purpose, okay?
Who's like half of them get down there only to find out that all the Dwarg are just drugs and like, no, we don't want to help you.
That would be the thing that happens, but at least Tharak would have tried. He would not forgive himself if people died, and he could have done more, and at least didn't try. So he's going to the barkeep, gonna ask for a much milder drink than the People's Elbow.
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 That's what I said.
Armok taps you on the shoulder and he indicates to you that he'll bring you your drink in a minute. When
All
it's
right.
board.
All right, Tharak just pats on the back and just walks slowly down the stairs.
Meta, Armok owns a tankard of sobriety, and he's just going to pour whatever drink they give him in there. So it tastes the same, but there's no chance to get inebriated.
Absolutely, 1 silver.
Yeah, he'll pay for the drink and everything. He's a good guy.
Yep. Welcome. So Tharak, what do you do to the huddled masses, drinking and making merry in the pit?
Tharak is gonna go in and looking for I cannot remember her name now. The one chick that was the leader of that group of the Hill Dwarves.
Oh, fuck if I know.
Hold on, I think I have it somewhere in my notes. I just gotta find it. Also, I may or may not have something that can give to Ed, but that's down the line. Yeah, but it's gonna be a big sentimental thing if it happens.
Hmm.
Later. I don't need to remember my. Was it Fjord and Bamsey? Was that the name that you decided on for her? I feel like that's it.
That sounds dwarvish.
Babe, can you type it out real quick while I make you a picture, because I am prepared for everything I do.
Yeah, I'm just double checking my notes to make sure there's not like somewhere else that I had it.
Because I just found a picture, so we're good. File, save as.
Oh no, that was okay. That's another character bit there. Okay, yep.
We're gonna call her Bertilda the Brave.
Oh, that's the one I have. Jordan Bamsey.
That's who we have?
But
That's what we have? Okay.
That's the name that I have in my notes. It's not associated to anything, but I'm like, that sounds more like a spin-off of Gordon Ramsay.
Really? Do you think so?
Yeah, I'm no, I'm not
No,
sure.
no, that's the book. You got a book by Fjord and Bamsey.
Oh, that's right.
the cookbook.
The cookbook.
We're just gonna call her Bertilda the Brave and be done with it. Look at her. She's beautiful.
Can you type that out so I can put it in my notes proper this time and don't forget again?
Yes, it should be on the screen now. Add an NPC.
Okay, there it is.
There, we have Bertilda the Brave.
Head of the Hill
NPC.
Dwarves.
And I can put this in, and boom. Now we'll always remember because she's in NPCs.
Yep. But it's also in my notes, so I never forget.
Yeah, but now I can pull her out at will.
That's true.
Alright, so you've got Bertilda the Brave, head of the Hill Dwarves.
Yep. Thalrak is gonna, like, go into the mess to try to, like, find her. And
Yep.
he's gonna be like, what are gonna have to.
Armok slips the tankard into your hand. Right.
Oh,
before
okay.
you're,
Before he
right
goes in
before
the
you
crowd,
go
he's
in.
just straight up chugging it.
You're gonna have to go around to the stairs, so.
Like as soon as he gets the drink, it's just going straight up.
Yep. And Armok is trying to follow you into the crowd, and as soon as it's empty, he takes his tankard
Now,
back.
Rick, it
It's
doesn't
expensive.
make you any more inebriated, even a little bit. You would have expected it to, but it didn't.
Okay.
Tasted the same, felt the same though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he just shrugs it off, and he's trying to find Berthilda.
You roll perception.
Now, am I rolling with disadvantage because I'm drunk?
Yeah.
But you're not drunker than you could be, so it could be.
You're right. I just want to make sure that I'm.
Yeah.
Could be rolling at triple disadvantage.
Actually, that's not bad at all. Either
You
one.
pick her out, backhanding another dwarf into the ground, just smack! And you just see this other dwarven woman crumple to the ground unconscious.
He's not about.
Unconscious.
Like he's just pushing through the crowd to get to her.
Yeah. Yeah. Just push through the crowd.
Meta, can we just get rid of the other dwarves at this point? Just have
No,
it
you
be
can't touch
her.
them, so you can just. I just need you to move towards her. There we go. Yeah, see, you found her. Move a little to the left.
okay.
We're dancing. Yeah,
Okay.
look.
Alright.
Armok got his cut back, and he's just like, I'm not trying to catch up, so he's waiting by the stairs.
Yeah.
Edge is lurking nearby,
Alright.
quietly
So-
as he can.
Tharik's gonna, like, check on the dwarf on the ground. Is she okay?
She's unconscious, and she's
Alright.
bleeding from her nose. But I mean,
Alright.
her lips busted. Like it's like not in like great shape, but not like anything more than a normal dwarven bar fight.
Alright. Tharak is gonna do cure wounds just to let her get up.
Oi! What? Oi! Why'd you do that? She was
Because you-
deserving everything she got.
Look, I don't care whatever was happening. Me and you need to talk.
Talk about what?
I'd rather not talk about it in the general company. It is something that is much importance, and I want to keep it as secretive as possible for now.
Is it about the creepy man you brought with you?
Which one? And he's gonna like motion with a cat or
Ouch.
interact.
Also, out of character. How is that voice fine? I can't hear it, so
That was alright.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm messing with my little thing, so just. All right. The tall, dark, and I wouldn't say handsome. I mean, come on, no beard, really.
Look, we can get a bit. We can get ale once we go.
Wait, we can get him a beard.
Which one?
Tall, dark, and not so handsome.
Again, which one? You're not narrowing it down.
Well, isn't that, oh, Edge is sorry, Edge did creep in. But I thought Edge snuck in separate from you guys, right?
He
Yeah.
still came in, but he's just sitting there.
Edge is lurking over here at the table.
She points, the one by the stairs, laddie.
He probably won't drink. Look, can we just go somewhere where we can talk in private?
We can go up to my room.
God.
This lady knows who fucking Thalrak is, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she's just
Yeah.
a little tipsy. She means it platonically, but she's kind of drunk.
Okay, so
Out of
real
character.
quick, because Thalrak is drunk.
Out of
Meta.
character.
No.
Yeah.
This is in character now. He is going to message Patty. He's going to message Patty via the necklace and be like, "Sweetie, I love you. I just need to talk to another dwarf because she's the leader of the hill dwarves. But the only place that we can get privacy for secrecy is in her bedroom, apparently.
Is that why you're not marrying me?
No, time is not on our side right now.
You're out there with the floozy.
He shuts it off. Shuts it off. That's there. And he's gonna just look at Bertilda and go, "All right, let's go."
Okay. Anybody else going?
Yeah, Armocked. He's gonna follow.
Well, Valrak is gonna like motion those two to stay behind.
Hey, look,
Oh, hey,
Armok
he's
was
already
already here.
Armock's one step ahead.
He thinks to himself, man, all inns look the same at this point.
Well, Valrak is gonna have Armok stay outside, like downstairs if possible,
Guard the door.
Yeah,
or at least guard the door outside. How about that?
because he doesn't know, like, he's fine.
Okay.
He's just worried about two drunk dwarfs going off by themselves. Well,
Meta, Valrak's gonna need a size boost here.
Valrak's real
It's
tiny.
just little quick.
Thalrak gets women alone. Thalrak, I need a
Valrak,
size boost.
I need a Valrak.
Oh god.
So is this where we're gonna play the game where everybody mutes themselves so you can talk alone to this person?
I mean, I don't care if you all hear it as long as you don't meta game, but I'm gonna leave that up to Meta if he wants you guys to mute or
Yeah,
not.
that's on you. That's you guys.
Well, I was very much told, like, specifically that I wasn't welcome.
Alright.
Bye. I'll thumbs down when we're ready.
Alright. So, in short, he is going to sit with her, or sit across from her, and just be like, look, right now, getting the Underdark dwarves, the Druger, involved has not gone well. We've gotten lost in a maze for a bit, and we
What
have...
happened to the other two dwarfs you went with?
Sadly, they got killed. I'm not...
So
I'm
that's
not-
say what % mortality rate?
I mean, considering that we got 2 new party members out of it, it kind of balances itself out, but I digress. Look, I'm not happy about their loss, but they gave their lives to help us. As much as it pains me to say that as much as it pains me to say that we lost them, I hate losing friends.
But what did they die for?
For
You
us
seemed
to
a bit ambivalent about taking kingship.
Look, I'm growing. The idea is growing more on me. I have just never been in the mindset of wanting to be a king.
But
So
aren't
it's
the
good.
best kings the ones that don't want to?
Yeah, but it still takes time for them to grow into that position and mindset.
How many
Right
deaths must you lay on the ground before you take up a mantle?
Do not batten death upon me when I have tried my damnedest not to lose a damn life.
But you went as yourself, not as a leader. You had an army. You brought with you 5 people.
Yes, because I did not think I would need to waste an army's worth on a small expedition into the Underdark.
But then why someone as important as you, with the blood of kings, is not too important of a resource to waste on a trek below?
Because this is my weight to bear. I've lost too many friends now to let others
And
die
how
for
many
me.
more will lose their lives unless you take responsibility?
You don't think I don't take responsibility? Do you think I don't have that weight bearing down upon me every single day?
And I don't? Representing all of these hill dwarfs on this mission with you?
Yeah, I don't think you're taking it lightly either. But I'm saying that if I
I
don't need,
accept responsibility. I am the ruler
I'm not
of
gonna
my
waste a
hill dwarves.
life. If a life has to be taken, it's going to be done when it isn't going to be needlessly wasted. And I thought the Underdark would be just that. Now
If
I'm
you want
trying to
the
find the
Dwargar to
other.
work with you, if you want us to work with you, if you want to unite the people in a fractured Dwarven kingdom, you have to give them a reason to unite.
Yes, and I'm hoping that the better world after we get everything sorted out is a good promise for now until I can figure out more. But right now I have to get to the Druger, and our path is leading us to find the old lost tunnel in the Dwarven Kingdom that led to the Underdark right outside the Druger's kingdom in the Underdark.
You're going after little Timmy.
Little Timmy?
Oh, the legends tell of little Timmy.
I am going to need all the information you have on this little Timmy because I am going to need to find him.
You don't need
If
information on little Timmy because you remember because you came from here. The stories of little Timmy because you didn't know what this was till now. But little Timmy's like the boogeyman. Little Timmy comes out at night. Little Timmy steals little bad boys and girls. He turns them into little monsters who hunt for children who are bad and steal their toys and steal their things. And if they're bad enough, they steal their parents too.
oh, okay, so we're dealing with like freaking Krampus here. Alright. Well, Dark is gonna like be like, do you remember at all where they resided? Because
The
I don't.
deepest, darkest caverns and ravines. That's what is always the tale.
Alright. That kind of confirms where we're going anyways. I do just I ask that you keep prepping the dwarves for battle. Anyone that needs training, obviously, you train them. You keep their skills sharp, you get them ready. When the time comes, we will make a move on the main kingdom, and
And secure your place as king.
yes. And I hope that you will continue to support me even after I get seated in power.
Well, isn't
Because
that the point?
Look, I have had many things happen and many.
And you doubt the
potential-
loyalty of the hill dwarfs?
No, it is more I've had very close friends turn on me. And I am not one to completely trust anybody. As much as I have one of the highest trust in the Hill Dwarves for this task, that doesn't mean I'm going to be blind to potential backstabbing. Even when I have my purest of heart into this.
We swore our fealty to he will. I swear. She goes and she does the Neely thing, and she goes. I swear my loyalty to he who would be king of the dwarves, and all in my charge.
Alright. Also, Meta, just real quick,
Yeah.
from those guys watching while they're muted, they're wondering why she kissed his boot.
Or it could have been a more incriminating picture there.
Yeah.
And we'll say here we part ways.
Alright, if I need more from you, I'll find you and talk with you more, but I think this is all we need. So thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And then he's gonna get up and, like, bow to her as like a thank you, and then head out.
Oh God, what the fuck inn did I leave that? Oh no.
What did you do? Meta?
Yes, here it is. Here it is. I found it.
Okay.
Okay. I don't remember which one.
I think you said thumbs down or whatever,
Yeah,
but
that's
either
fine.
way, you're flashing them.
Hey guys.
We're almost all back.
All right, Thark is gonna come down the stairs. I don't know if she's following to go back into the crowd or whatnot.
It's getting latish. She's going to sleep.
All right. Thark is gonna go up to Edge then, with Armok following behind, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to go?
Absolutely.
All right.
I hope your discussion was productive.
Overall, it just confirmed the information that I kind of already have. I just need one more source to verify it, and then we're good. And then he's gonna lead them all outside to where Voltaire is, and just look over at Voltaire, and just nod in silence.
Gentlemen,
You ready to go?
yes.
Good.
Not sharing anything that just happened.
No, because he doesn't feel like it's relevant to share that information. At least nothing crazy.
Alright.
It was private for a reason.
Then we go.
But at least he's gonna go. I'm assuming we're staying at the other tavern with Dwayne.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna head back that way.
Let me go find Tweeport again. There we go. As you guys arrive at about 9 p.m., the sun is beginning to set on the shoreline.
I think some of your voice changers are still on there, man.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
one wishing you're still
Yep.
on.
Yep, now we're good. But all that does happen.
Alright.
So what do you do?
So once we're back at the tavern, Tharak is gonna get something to eat. Because you said it is getting late.
Yep.
Good idea.
Hi there, can I have 4 dinner platters, please?
4 dinner platters coming up. That will be 6 silver.
Here you go. Here's a gold. Keep it in.
Well, not as bad as they make it out to be.
Yeah.
Tharak is gonna order like a turkey leg.
Mm-hmm. That'll just be 2 copper.
Alright, he pays that up. And once the food comes, he starts eating it. He's just gonna eat at the bar.
Alright. You might want to discuss with your teammates at least what you know of the danger you're potentially getting
Yeah,
into.
he was gonna wait till after dinner at least.
Did we want to grab a table if there even is one at this point?
Yeah, there's a table. He'll go sit at the table.
Edge will just get just a standard meal. What the basically one of the ones that Voltaire got 4 of.
Yep. That'll be 1 silver.
All right.
What's the fanciest thing you got here?
Oh, you want the fanciest thing I've got here. And he pulls
Well,
up-
Armok's been eating here for a while, so there wouldn't need to be just that's what Armok's been
Oh.
getting is whatever
the
whatever
fanciest
whatever the
thing?
best meal of the day is.
It's the pickled goat balls.
Yeah, all right. He'll take a
Yep.
meal of pickled goat balls.
That's 3 silver. It's quite the delicacy.
Perfect. Perfect.
And he's just eating it right in front of Voltaire.
He's just absolutely devouring the thing like an animal. All 4 platters. Just looks at... Are you eating? No.
Alright. So as they're eating, Tharak is gonna eventually finish up. He's gonna look at the others and go, alright, so we kind of have a battle plan now. We're gonna have to go up into the mountains and find the crevices. However, we're more than likely going to run into some trouble.
What kind?
Old superstition that the dwarves had. Think of it like if you misbehaved, a thing would come for you. And if you were extra bad, it would take your parents as well. We're still not 100% sure if it's real, but they called him Tiny Tim.
That not quite, but
Now,
Not
Little
the
Timmy.
most intimidating monster name I've ever
little
heard.
Timmy.
you're right. It's not really all that intimidating.
How's your drawing, Valrak?
No.
No, like how is it as a character, not as a you?
Like, you mean like my drawing of him?
No, like your drawing ability.
Staurax?
It'd have to be decent because he's a smith.
Yeah,
so
he'd be
extra
absolutely like he'd be able to do like finer details, but so think of it this way: he's good at doing physical objects that people can use, but doing people themselves, he's not going to be the greatest at it. He's good at doing like the body shapes, but the finer details of like detailed hands and faces, he's not going to be good with.
I can absolutely do this then. Give me a. You continue describing this thing. Just describe. I want you to describe like this like children's fairy tale boogeyman.
Oh my
And
god!
I'm gonna do a thing with some program here, and I'm gonna actually give you a slightly blurified version of what you know this thing to look like, as if Theric had like carved it into a table or something.
All right, so do you care? Is there any limitations that I need to know before I just go crazy with this description?
Not really, because like the only things that you have to include are the things I told you. Other than that, I mean, it's a fairy tale. There's bound to be massive embellishments over the years. So you're good.
Alright. Hang on, let me see if I can find something here that I can try to describe to you and have you draw it.
Well, I already have a picture. I'm gonna give you the picture as soon as I find it.
Okay. Well, then I'll just wait for that then.
Yeah, I just gotta figure out where it's saved still. I know I put it in. Okay, I did put it in here, so... Where did it save to? Yeah, oh, that's where. Okay. I'm gonna break everybody for a second. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now that everybody's not broke, go ahead. That's what it looks like.
Alright. The way that they describe it is it's really not even that tiny. It's basically dwarven average height. It carries a staff of wood that's taller than it, with like a crescent moon is what most people describe it as at the top. And from there, the body itself, it absolutely hunches over. I remember that from the nightmare stories that my parents used to tell me. But it had dark bluish skin and like lighter cyan eyes, I guess. From the stories, it just had like a straight stub nose, like I guess you could say like a bat or a pig, more so the bat style. Fangs on the front that pointed upwards, little horns behind its ears. I don't remember if it had ears or not, but then it had like white fur along like the top of its head and back, and then its skin was like covered in black spots and had 4 arms. I remember that, 4 arms, and
Oh, God,
each had 3 fingers. But yeah, apparently this thing could rip a dwarf in half.
Well, I mean, I can do that. That's not that big of a trained feat.
That's because you got some demonic creature stirring in you that you ate.
I could do it before.
Yeah, mister. Oh, I'm going to steal a sheep and run away instead of fighting.
It was goats. It was goats.
And yet you still ran. Like you run from Alvin. I mean, what?
Oh!
You shut your little insignificant mouth.
And here is what he drew for you. This is what he drew for you guys.
So between the drawing and the description, can a monster hunter like Armok tell anything about it, or can I roll something to see if I can tell something about it? Have I heard of? Have I maybe heard this story
you've heard
from the
this
monster
story.
hunter?
No, you've heard this is you've heard this story because I mean any monster hunter would be familiar with all of the children's nursery rhymes of evil bad things.
Do we know what type of monster it actually may have been?
No,
Fuck me.
because I know what it is now, and no.
In the drawing, did he include the fake PNG, or is that just like?
Oh boy. It's great. I found this thing. I have great plans for this thing.
So what are our chances of running into it, Thalrak?
No idea.
Is it really just a myth, or is it actually out there?
Again, we're not sure. People like to believe it's real. People like to believe it's just a story. We do not. I personally do not know.
What you do know, however, is that nobody who goes hunting that cave has come back.
And
The
he'll
last
relay that information.
communications are just blackness.
And he'll relay that information to you all.
It makes Armok wonder if any like competent monster hunters have ever hunted this thing, or if it's just randos wandering out there in search of glory.
Well, it's only in terms of what you would know. It's nobody's ever linked these caves to this actual thing. It's more of a folklore that since nobody ever returns, little Timmy lives there. Like, oh, the boogeyman lives under your bed. Ooh, little Timmy lives in the mountains.
So
He comes down
basically, the
at night
caves are
to get the bad
dangerous,
little kids.
and
He's like the Grinch.
so it's a bunch of dangerous caves that probably a bunch of monsters live in, and maybe not necessarily this one, but
Or
it
it
probably
could be.
does.
Yeah, it might not even be real.
Yeah, maybe they're
That
just all
probably
getting mauled
is.
by bears or something.
Very scary bears. So do we head out tomorrow morning and hunt this, or go to these caves and supposedly maybe encounter this little Timmy?
Little Timmy.
We should be searching to. So, we should be attempting to avoid it if possible, if it's as dangerous as Thalrak has made it seem like it is.
Avoid it if we can, but if need be, I suspect we will be engaging with it in some form. If we can do peacefully, then we will do peaceful. But if not, then we kill it.
If we're expecting to fight it, perhaps an ambush would be best.
Well, I mean,
We can't
the problem is
ambush
we'd be
that one.
going.
We can't ambush what we don't know where it is.
And we'd be possibly entering its territory, giving it the upper hand. Trust me, I know. If something entered my territory, I could sniff it out.
Armok's been scribbling on a notepad he bought specifically so he could communicate with you guys, and he shows you a sketch he's got where basically he's asking, we're looking for these tunnels so that we have a route to get to the Underdark, correct? If that's the case, wouldn't it be better to specifically hunt and kill that thing so that way when we move several hundred dwarves through there, we don't
It
have
could.
casualties.
That's a
It
fair
could.
point.
But if it is a sentient creature, I wish to not kill it straight out if it can be negotiated with. If it can be reasoned with.
Armark nods, because if it's sentient and it can be reasoned with, it's not a monster. If it's sentient and it's killing people on purpose, it's the best kind of monster.
Yeah.
Worst, depending on-
Also, if you can get access to another ship, you could just go back across the lava and then go through the
Nah.
other place.
We're not risking
We have
that
to go
again.
through the ruins again.
Only
Yeah.
only the outskirts, which was safe when you guys went. Well, safe.
What?
Yeah, but that would still. But more than likely, that whole shipwrecked bit is probably swarming with, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, the whole drow bit.
Bad taste in our mouth, meta.
If you already
Good.
if you already failed on one path, I don't know if it's a good idea to try doing it again after a bunch of people have had a chance to secure it.
We've been down that for a while. They probably have
Might be able to pit trick a different party into going down there at some point.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But let's try to be.
I mean, if you wanted to be really cruel, you could have it be that in order to finish taking the dwarven capital, we need like one of Magni's bones or something.
Oh,
my
God,
God.
Get something
no.
embedded in his skin, and we have to go.
Oh
back there and get it.
God, no. At that point, Thorok would just give up. He's like, "No, I'm done. No, no, thank you."
Well, luckily by then, I think
Or send an expedition party of the dwarven army.
it's just the whole dwarven army to just.
Not even the whole dwarven army, just like a fraction of it.
As my
Get me-
first act as king, we're going to dismantle these ruins.
Give me Magni's right femur.
Oh,
That's your
God.
command.
What about Magni's middle finger?
And I just realized they can't even get to Magni without me there.
No, no,
Yeah,
you
no,
did a
we didn't
normal
leave
wall.
Gordon's
Yeah.
wall up. We ended up sealing him in there with.
Morden's wall, yep.
No. I thought.
No,
I
no,
thought
because you
Morden's
can
wall, and
only
then we
do so
melded-
much of that, because
We
otherwise you'd
melded
be
the
limited.
stone around it, and
You
then
wouldn't be
because
able
I
to
didn't
keep
think
using
Morden's
it.
wall was permanent.
Morden's wall is permanent. It only goes away once I deem it gone.
Yes, but it uses up your capacity.
Yep.
So that means you have permanently lost that amount of capacity. That's why you guys sealed it up back then. You mean you can retcon that you didn't, but
I thought you had sealed it up temporarily while we cast spells on it to make it so that we wouldn't need to leave it. But if you're saying that you left one there, then
Well, because
Yeah,
if I
nobody's
just is
thinking-
well, the wall would disappear if I made it. Like if I made Morden's wall go away, that wall goes away. It, like the wall doesn't stay itself. Because it was in a passageway that I built the Morden's wall into to block
It just
that
becomes
and then
passageway.
like
using
stone.
that we used like mold earth and or whatever the reformat stuff.
Did we do that? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we basically using your wall, we left a thick layer of stone, and then we put the magic mouth on it and the illusory.
That's
strip.
right. That's right. I thought we did it right on Morden's wall, but okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, well, we did technically do it. It'd be like using cardboard to make a mud hut, and then taking
Yeah.
all the cardboard down when we're done. Because once it's hardened, it still stays
yeah.
there.
Yep.
Okay. So they so they can't get in there. All right. Anywho,
With enough work, something could, but like they'd have to know
Yeah.
there was something there, so unlikely.
well, I mean, the mouth is there that says that it's his tomb and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how intelligent these things are.
Yep. But Tharek is gonna look at everybody and go, look. I also, if possible, if this creature can be reasoned with, and it is not the monster of the dwarven nightmares, a potential ally of any kind would be helpful, whether it be in this campaign or if we have to deal with another global threat. And I'm much in the business of making allies that we can call upon.
Well, if it's as dangerous as the stories would have you believe, but can be reasoned with, then perhaps it's not the worst idea.
Yeah.
Seems sensible.
All right. So, I believe we should get some rest for the night. And do you want to head out in the morning?
I don't. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yes.
All right. I'm assuming Icarus is going to be back within like the next day.
Well, now that he's blue. Yeah, fuck it. He can come back. Yeah.
Icarus probably wouldn't be gone too long.
So I'm assuming like with basically the full day that he's had, he'll be.
I'm sure we will have several questions
He
for
forgot
him
to
when
do
he shows
any
up.
research or whatsoever, though. He just went. Then, while he was bored, he turned into a scaled, draconic, snaky,
Yeah, he did
thing.
that.
Oh,
and then came back, and he's just like,
Oh shit!
eh.
All right. All right. So everybody get rest. Everybody, if you need any materials made, let me know. I can at least do a little bit of crafting tonight and tomorrow morning as needed. Just remember, any items that you want, you have to give me the value in gold for it. So, and he's going to just sit there and at least drink a milder drink after dinner, after the conversation.
Mhm.
And just so you're aware, Edge, of what he's talking about. So, being a dwarven cleric of the forge, he can channel divinity to basically perform alchemy to make some basic items. They can't be magical or anything like that, but like, say if you need a dagger, he can make you a dagger as long as you give him the cost of gold that item would cost. And he basically transmutes the gold into a weapon. If you want arrows, he can do that. That kind of thing.
Okay.
And he can do that twice a day.
I think I'm good on gear for the moment.
So I don't know if Meta's gonna let me do that. If I prolong it, I can make higher levels up, but
Absolutely.
higher.
I mean, you can take a little bit here, and I need a second anyways, so.
Well,
Can you make better than normal ammunition for crossbows?
I theoretically can. It just depends on Meta's rules on it, because I theoretically could have made like more complex and magical things. I just need basically what I need to do is over the course of multiple days, depending on the complexity of it and what we basically want out of it. Like if you want like a +3 item, I don't think I can do a +3, but I know I've done +2s. But that's been over the course of multiple days, constantly channeling my divinity into a build.
Gotcha. On the shorthand, how about some like chains and manacles in case this guy is not reasonable with, but he is sentient and we feel bad about killing him?
That he can do. He can do that. So what is the gold cost of that?
So let's see, chains. 10 feet of chains is 5 gold.
Okay.
And so depending on however much you think we need, and then manacles are not all.
I think 10 feet's enough because
manacles are 2 gold piece, 2 gold pieces. So
okay, so if we're gonna do for each set of arms, basically,
Armok just hands you like 30 gold and is just like maybe some manacles and some chains.
all right, he'll take that, and that's what 9 gold that would be used up at that point. So there's still.
I mean, no, just make as much of the shit as you want. Like, you get the feeling like Armok is not hurting for cash.
Okay. So I'm just trying to think of what I can make in that hour. So Meta,
Yeah.
Because technically, the thing says I can only do like one of the items, but like with manacles being how they are, could I do 1 hour session and get 2 out of it instead of just one? With my
Sure.
okay,
As long as John says it's not game breaking.
Well, it says you can do up to 100 gold piece in an hour, right?
yeah,
So if you
yeah.
make all the chains and
The item
manacles,
can only be up to 100 gold piece in value by default. Like I
yeah,
can
so if you
push
make it
higher.
so that the chains are supposed to work with the manacles, and you make several sets of manacles, like you're making a chain gang chain essentially, then you can make up to
Yeah,
100.
you know what,
gold,
you're
and then
right.
Just divide it by two gold pieces of manacles and 5 gold 10 feet of chain. So
Okay.
he gave you 30. You should be able to make,
Yeah, so I could theoretically make 4 sets. Well, yeah, 4 sets. 4 sets of 10-foot long chain with double
5
manacles.
Yeah, with 5 manacles. Yeah. That's
Yep.
great.
Okay.
Sounds about
So then
right.
we have 4 sets of that then, and come morning he'll give that to Emmerich, so you can just take note of that.
All right.
You mean Armox?
Or Armach,
Amaranth.
4
And then-
chains. 4 manacle. There we go. And in the morning, Ikrath is waiting for you downstairs, looking like trying way too hard to look like nothing's wrong. But he's blue and he has scales and his eyes are all snaky. And at first, you don't even recognize him, except the only person in the world who wears the outfit that Ikrath wears is, of course, Ikrath.
Well, also Tharek knows that he shapeshifts, so he's just like walking up to him going, You trying on a new you trying a new form?
Well, so the funny thing about that is, no. He looks both like a little bit guilty and then also a little bit like, I don't know how permanent this is, and I'm scared it's permanent.
Edge is just gonna look across the table. Did you do something with your hair?
That's exactly what I did. Thank you, sir.
You smell different, Ikrath.
Actually, your scales are like almost done.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Armok is like, this is the guy who hired me, and I'm a little bit worried, and he's gonna touch his fucking medallion to see if Ikrath's type has changed.
What types can it get?
Let me pop it into chat. So it can get dragon, elemental, aberration, fey, fiend, giant, monstrosity, ooze, plant, or undead.
What if it was a snake or reptile?
That would be beast, and he would not pick it up.
Then no.
Though that makes Armok feel a little bit. If Ikrath knew what had just happened, he wouldn't feel.
And Tharek is just staring at Igrath like out of just curiosity overall, like what the hell?
I'll be right back. I'm going to get breakfast.
Alright.
Hi, yes, can I have 4 breakfast platters, please?
Absolutely. It'll be another 6 silver.
Here's another gold.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Thank you, this tastes great. And he gets back to after the food's ready, he gets back to the table and he just starts immediately just eating it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm almost done. Continue to talk. Sorry.
So once, I guess, Tharek is gonna go get himself breakfast and then sit back down. But he's going to look over the table and be like, alright, do we need anything else before we go? And he's gonna look at Ikrath and just give him the rundown of basically what they've discovered over the last the last day and ask him if he's had any relevant information to provide.
Yeah, no, so as it turns out, nobody in Safe Halls has ever heard of this monster at all, and there's no record of him in the libraries or anything like that. So yeah, totally, nope.
Are you trying to lie?
No, I'm not trying to lie at all.
No, this is out of character.
Yes, he is trying.
Okay,
To lie.
he's gonna roll it. He's gonna roll insight.
Okay, go ahead. Everything is telling you he's telling the truth.
Not great.
All right.
Although you know Icarus well enough that he's not even trying to lie, he's just straight up lying to your face.
Yeah.
So despite that insight roll, you can guess he's lying.
Yeah, he's just gonna just quietly nod and
But
kind
you
of.
feel inclined to believe him with that roll.
Yeah. Just like, all right.
Maybe it's out of kindness. You're just like, sure, buddy, sure.
Sure. All right. I'll believe you this time.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's not like I just go places and turn blue on a whim.
You did something with one of the items we got, didn't you?
Well, I'm not saying that there was a red syringe full of something, but there isn't now.
Mm.
However, I might be that full of that something, and I might
Right.
regret it.
So is it are you just dragon now, or are you cursed?
Oh yeah, I mean, feel me skin, mate.
I was gonna tap it.
Definitely more snake-like than
Okay.
That's gross. I look like I have jizz on my face now.
It did
Oh
my
my
best.
god.
Luckily, it's so small you can't tell when it's shrunk down to normal.
All right.
Everybody's shocked.
Oh, what? Oh gosh, what happened?
I don't know. He took something that he shouldn't know, but here we are.
You can't say that.
We say that all the time whenever you do drugs, but this time instead of doing shrooms, you decided to inject yourself with whatever that was.
You really injected yourself with a mystery item found in a dungeon.
It may have been drugs. Besides, we don't know for sure whether or not this will wear off. And if it does, then I found probably one of the scariest drugs ever.
To be fair, that is kind of on par for him. If he doesn't know what it does, he just eats it.
Or injects it in this case.
Yeah.
Well, it came with a needle. If it came with a spoon, I would have fucking spooned it.
See.
Frankly, that at this point, I can't even bother you about this.
Oh shit, I need to go grab an Armok label here. Copy. There we go. Okay, there we go. Go ahead, guys. Are we heading towards the mountains?
We were gonna start heading off to the mountains, but I didn't know if you wanted to call it end here for the
We
session.
certainly can.
I'm not gonna be the one that decides it. I just thought that would be a good ending point.
It does
for
seem like a good one for me. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll do some mini-sodes. Ikarath, maybe I'll try and do better art for you. I can't guarantee it's gonna get much better, but yeah, you have permanently altered your character.
Just don't do what the Chinese do to censor blood. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no!
Yeah, that looks terrible.
If you know what I'm talking about, you know.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my. Alright, so everyone, thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.